Hello, and welcome back to Nick's Hobbies and Interests. As again, this is another train video, so it's going in the Mind the Gap playlist. Right off the bat, I need to address we have terrible weather here in Wales right now, so I apologise for any background noise, especially when it comes down to even my audio now going over narrating this video. If you can hear the rain, I do apologise. There is a lack of things I can do about that unless I record this on another day. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. This one's actually going to be more of a show and tell, because this is only a train I picked up from, I think it was a toy fair or a second-hand shop or something like that. It was just one of those spare at the moment purchases. The reason I'm going back to it now is I've recently been watching Snowpiercer on Netflix. I think it's an exclusive of theirs, and each week they're uploading a new episode. And it makes me want to build some sort of, I guess, post-apocalyptic train set more and more. And when I think of the Snowpiercer train, I was thinking, ooh, what have I got that I could easily customise to make it appear like that train? And this is the one I came to. It didn't cost me that much. It could look the part with some modifications. So I thought, yes, right, okay, well, why not put this in the Lightbox and have a little talk about it? Now, like I say, did get it from a fair, was cheap. It was a cheap and cheerful train, let's put it that way, considering. I think I had it. You may see it appear, if you go back through my older videos, if you dare. They're nowhere near as better, like they're not the quality they are these days, but if you do dare go back to my old stuff, you may see this appear briefly, but I know it runs. I just didn't use it a lot on my old model, so it'll be interesting to get it going once I do the rebuild up in the Apex. Now, this one I'm unpackaging now, this tail end, let's say, is the motor. It's the heaviest unit. There is, of course, the dummy engine at the front, and then there is a replacement version like the shell. You know, you can replace the shell, give it a slightly different appearance between two different engines, let's say. I've always kept it as the one it is, and for the idea or build I want to go for, I probably will leave it as it is. Like I say, the Snowpiercer, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, is grey, so this will require a repaint. I like the circle windows in the side. If you've watched Snowpiercer, as a punishment for some of their actions, they actually will stick the offendant's or the guilty party's arm out of the window and allow it to freeze up, and then they'll pull them back inside and basically break off their arm. Seeing these windows, it would be very easy to customise the body to make them look like they are those compartments in the TV series. So taking a look at this now, in Snowpiercer, obviously the TV series, it is based around, you know, a post-apocalyptic ice age, or re-ice age if you like. This Lightbox actually works out quite well, because the outside of the train is going to be pretty much white over. Now, all you have to do is actually picture this train in more of a grey and more post-apocalyptic kind of build, you know, grey, bulky. I think the train itself is actually a bit wider and a bit higher, so any additional extras I need to add to this just need to make the train look fatter and heavier. You know, it's a locomotive that is pulling a good 1,000 cars, so at least that's where the TV series starts. I'm not going to say what happens along the way, but yes, naturally, events unfold. So this will require some modifications to look the part, but I think out of all the trains I own, this is the one I'm gonna use. I might not do, I guess, a set, like a train set. It may be more of a diorama with the track laid on, obviously, on a base. It might be just like an end-to-end museum piece, because that would be a bit more easy to maintain. Naturally, if you're going to go with a white diorama base to make it look like an ice age, it's going to constantly need cleaning. It's going to need that bit of maintenance to make it look the part every time, etc. Unless you put it in a glass cabinet. If I was to put this and a diorama base in a glass cabinet, it would be fine, and at least you can look at it every now and again. So I might do that. I might have a nice shelving unit in the cabin with some diorama museum pieces that I will eventually build. And of course, as I do, you will see them on the channel. I've never asked, so I might as well now. But in the comment sections below, if you have any ideas or have ever thought about doing a post-apocalyptic build, now whether it's a full train set or just a diorama piece, end-to-end museum piece, whichever, what would you do? What would be your idea? In the past, I've mentioned doing a metro themed one. You could go with the London Underground post-apocalyptic style. There is the Snowpiercer, like what I've just been watching recently. There is quite a few different ideas you could go with. I've gave you my ideas. I'm keen to know what you think, what your thoughts are, what you would possibly build. If not, if you've built one, even more interesting, let me know. If you got this far, of course, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell if you wish, and as always, take care.